Consumers today can choose from an almost unlimited variety of poultry meat and egg products. These products are abundant, nutritious, safe, and very affordable. Decades of scientific research have enabled the poultry industry to implement practices which allow the birds to thrive in a productive and comfortable environment. Consumers today are very curious about how their food is produced and want to know more about specific issues. One topic discussed often today is antibiotic use. US Poultry has invited two noted experts to help us understand the use of antibiotics in the poultry industry. Dr. Randy Singer and Dr. Chuck Hofacre will answer questions concerning current and future use of antibiotics in poultry.
Hi, I'm Chuck Hofacre. I'm a veterinarian and I've specialized in poultry medicine for the last 30 years. I'm a professor at the University of Georgia and I teach veterinarians the specialty of poultry veterinary medicine. Today we're going to visit this farm and talk about antibiotic use and antibiotic resistance in the poultry industry. One of the major tools that a poultry veterinarian and the poultry industry uses in their fight against diseases is to prevent the disease to come onto the farm in the first place. So before we go onto this farm and talk about antibiotic resistance and antibiotic use, we'll be putting on boots and coveralls and a hairnet so that we don't bring any diseases onto this farm.
What are the future changes for antibiotic usage in poultry production?
As poultry veterinarians, we don't have very many antibiotics in the United States that we can choose from to treat bacterial infections in chickens and turkeys. And so if we lose any of those antibiotics in our arsenal, then that puts us under more pressure to use therapeutic antibiotics. In Europe, when they removed the growth-promoting antibiotics and banned their use, that resulted in a greater use of therapeutic antibiotics. And the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, knows that occurred in Europe. And so they have very wisely chosen to slowly change and remove those labels for growth-promoting antibiotics over a 3-year period of time. So in 3 to 4 years, the growth promotants will be gone, but the use as continuous use in the feed for prevention of intestinal disease will be gone. And in its place will be a system that's called the Veterinary Feed Directive, or VFD. That's where a veterinarian will write a prescription called a VFD, and the producer company can then add the antibiotic into the feed at a particular dosage for a particular period of time. That will result in a greater amount of veterinary oversight and veterinary involvement in the use of antibiotics in feed in the United States.
This video was brought to you by US Poultry and Egg Association. Funding for this video was provided by the International Poultry Expo. Please support our exhibitors.